Right, hello and welcome to my video walkthrough of this property that we've got coming on for sale in Stonebury Avenue. It's a 2-bed with a very useful loft room, which could be used as a third bedroom, but it's not a regulated room, so you'll see as we go through the property how useful that might be to you or not. It's located towards the lower end of Stonebury Avenue, which sort of ends off there at Untitled Avenue. So it's very nicely situated. It's the older part of Stonebury Avenue and a very attractive part too. So as you can see here, we've got a split level garden which goes into the property. Don't worry about looking at this initial section and thinking it's got nowhere to park. This property has a private driveway to the rear and a very extensive double garage, which I think you'll be very impressed with, but again you'll see that as we walk through the property. We do also have wireless security cameras on this property, which run from front to rear, and all the windows are double glazed, just to hardwood framed doors and windows. Okay, as you enter the property, you'll notice it's a very well decorated property. It is really well presented inside, and I'm hoping you'll agree. I did forget to mention the price, but I'll mention that at the end, so stay with the video if you can. You'll notice the wood flooring, the lovely spindle balustraded staircase, which is very nice. You have an alarm console here as well. I need to show you the understairs cupboard, not because it's anything special, just because it has the RCD meter housing, etc., which is an important key factor to see when viewing these videos, because you want to make sure that you can see the RCDs, etc., so you know if you're going to need to update them or not. But as also mentioned, it is fully alarmed with external wireless security cameras, only for the purpose of general living in today's market. It's a very quiet road, it's a very sought after location in Eastern Green, so no worries there. Okay, moving on into the living room. Again, very well decorated. It's a nice bay window here. It's got a nice little shelving area, which I quite like. It's great for putting pictures, etc. And as you notice, you go around the living room, it's very well spaced. You could do a number of things with it. Moving to the rear, they use this as a dining area, so that's pretty traditional now with most properties. It's a good space again, very warm and comfortable house. And then you've got a hardwood framed double glazed patio door there. It's in very, very good condition, so you're not going to have to worry about doing your windows and big jobs like that in this property. Okay, moving on into the kitchen. This has been recently fitted, only of 2 years. It's a very modern kitchen, as you'll probably notice we go around. It's fully integrated. It has a granite work surface, which is this one. It's not no Mickey Mouse worktop. This is a granite worktop. You've also got an induction hob located under here, excuse me. So that's quite useful. It's all integrated. Integrated eye level oven that you may have noted. Lighting, etc. Here we have integrated fridge freezers, which are here. So I hope they don't mind me showing you in there. It's all fully integrated. There is an integrated space here for a washing machine, but I'm not sure if that washing machine is staying, and a nice little area and useful area there. Looking back on the kitchen, obviously it being very modern is obviously a key factor with its mixer taps, but it also has under unit lighting there, so you'll notice I've just switched it off. So that's a nice touch. It just makes for a very modern kitchen. So although it's not the biggest kitchen in the world, it's a very manageable kitchen, very well designed. Okay, moving to the door that was at the rear of the kitchen, we have a ground floor shower room. This is again a modern suite, all fitted out with a shower cubicle here. Great if you've got youngsters that play football or just generally like to get mucky, or if you'd just rather have a shower downstairs. It's a really useful space, quite sought after feature that people are trying to get with the downstairs toilets, etc. So yeah, nice room, fully tiled. It's got a ceiling extractor, and the tiles come through from the kitchen. as you can see, and into here, into the shower room. Right, that's the ground floor done. Now we're going to make our way upstairs. As I say, this is quite a spacious stairwell, to be honest. I've been up quite a few and I generally bang my head as I go up because I'm about 6'4", which doesn't always help situations. And yeah, it's quite spacious, loads of headroom. So it's great if you've got a tall partner. Here you have a linen cupboard, which obviously has space for a tumble dryer, condenser dryer. I would have thought that would have been, which is quite nice. This work here is being painted, so try not to make too much of that. Okay, awkwardly, this is bedroom 2, situated to the rear of the property. That overlooks the garden and the double garage, which you'll note is there. Nice double garage that is, which we'll see shortly. But this is a lovely room, and it has a Hammond's designer wardrobe suite integrated into it, which, as we all know, are not very cheap wardrobes. But yeah, so good space, double bedroom for guests, children, anyone really. Right, this is the master bedroom at the front of the property, and again, it does has fitted wardrobes, but they're not sure if they're leaving those with the sale. Depends on where they buy and what type of property they can buy, and whether or not they've got fitted wardrobes, etc. So they may stay, but they're not sure yet. Obviously, it's all fully decorated, but the reason I've showed you this master bedroom now is just one of two things really. As you can see here, there's a door that goes into a storage cupboard. They won't thank me for showing you that, but the combination boiler is there. This is regularly serviced, so you won't have any problems with your boiler, which is always a good thing. But again, it's a good sized room. But more importantly, the feature part to this room is this particular door, which leads up to the stairwell. It goes into the loft room / occasional room / office / could be used as bedroom 3. Just remember, it's not regulated, so I can't class this house as a 3 bedroom. So we'll go up there now. Okay, coming up into this room, it is fully insulated. It has plenty of storage into the eaves, as you'll note on my particulars, and there is storage cupboard behind this curtain, etc. And then it opens out into this quite a spacious area, which they use as an office at the moment. It's got a radiator up here when you get the colder months, and just generally a really useful space. I mean, I'm 6'4" and I can stand up in here quite comfortably, so that's always a nice thing. And with the upward Velux skylight, lets in plenty of light, so you don't have to have the lighting on all the time. So yeah, really useful room. Hope you acknowledge that. And our next stop is the rear garden. Okay, there you go, miraculously we're in the rear garden. As you can see, it's a low maintenance garden. It has been designed with feature areas. You've got an integrated pond there. We're not sure if the koi carp, etc. are going to be staying, as they're quite expensive fish, as you can appreciate. You do have a pump and outside taps here, which run off the back of the double garage, and the fountain obviously will stay with that. Obviously, if you've got very young children and you're worried about the pond and the depth of it, etc., don't worry, we can always fill that in. It's not a major issue really. But yeah, it's a very pretty garden, and as you'll see out the back of the property, it offers further space, etc. So if kids were learning how to ride bikes, etc., or if you were starting a family, etc., it'd be perfect for that, as you will see shortly. So yeah, it's a lovely back garden, backs onto the rear of the dining room. Got some nice border features, nice lattice fencing, etc., which then leads to the rear gate that goes out onto the driveway. So this is the access door into the garage. The reason I'm making a move into this one is because it is a double garage, so it is an exception to the rule. It is and does have remote double up and over door that slides up from there. You do have a fob that comes with it, so obviously it can be put in your car. so you can open the door while driving up the driveway to the double garage. This is an excellent feature for any of you know, without sounding too sexist, men out there, or women who like to do mechanic work, or you know, spray or design anything. It's an amazing space. The measurements are on the detail, so you can check that. This door is also refurbished and maintained and was done very recently, so you're not going to have any problems with the remote up and over door, which is nice. And without obviously shedding too much light, I think it speaks for itself. There's plenty of space here for 2 cars. Not that most people use that for now. I won't move the door up and over at the moment, just purely because we don't need to, and I'm going to show you the rear of this garage now. Okay, we've just come out of the rear gate, side access there. Sorry for the pause there. You'll note as well the wireless security cameras are on the back of the garage there as well, which just adds that extra security, obviously, because currently this driveway is only used by the person that lives in this property. He actually paid for all the tarmacking on this drive as well. It's quite an extensive area, and you'll also note there is a garage there at the end. Well, the current neighbours are quite elderly and don't use that garage and don't use it for parking, so whoever buys this house initially, you'll have full access to this driveway with no one else trying to get on it, and access to that lovely double garage that we saw from the inside with its pitched roof. That's worth its weight in gold, I believe. So yeah, moving back down the side of the property, this goes out onto Tilewood Avenue. So I don't want to expose too many people's cars, but as you can see, it's an extensive driveway, so if you had guests, etc., they could all park up the back here with no problems initially, unless your next door neighbour sold a house to a younger couple who wanted to use this access, as it would be a shared one. So that's it, that's the end of my tour of this property. As I say, it is a very nice house, it needs very little work. It's coming on the market for 235,000. Now this should be snapped up pretty quick in this area, so please bear that in mind. And if you have any further questions relating to this lovely house, then don't hesitate to ring us on 02476 694 333. Hope to hear from you soon. Many thanks.